Today's video, we're going to talk about one-step and two-step equations. Students will be able to solve one-step, two-step equations and relate these equations to real-life applications. Two variables or vocab words that we're going to talk about today is variable. Variable is a letter or a symbol that represents an unknown number. And then we have an inverse operation, which is an operation that undoes any original operation. Did I mess it up?
So some of our very important concepts, things to remember today. Inverse operations are things like addition and subtraction, multiplication and division, the opposite operation that undoes the work. The object is to get the variable by itself, so you can add or subtract to do that. You can multiply or divide to get the variable by itself. And then finally, whatever you do to one side, make sure you do to the other. Think about a balance. You want to keep that equation balanced.
So we have two equations of one-step equations, or two examples of one-step equations and two examples of two-step equations. So our first one-step equation says x plus 4 equals 5. And because this has addition in it, we want to use that inverse operation. And the inverse of addition is subtraction. So we're going to subtract 4 from both sides. 5 minus 4 is 1, and 1 is the answer. And that's what this says over here, because we're adding 4, we want to subtract the 4 from that side. And then we have a 2x minus 3 equals 7. So you want to add 3 to both sides to get 2x equals 10. And then you want to divide by 2, because this says 2 times x, and the opposite, or the inverse of multiplication is division, and you get x equals 5. Our two-step equations, we have 3x plus 5 equals 11. And when you have two-step equations, you want to undo your addition or subtraction first. So I'm going to undo my addition by subtracting 5. So I get 3x equals 6. And then I want to undo my multiplication or division. This time it's multiplication, so I'm going to undo that multiplication by dividing. 3 divided by 3 gives me just this x by itself, and 6 divided by 3 is 2. And x minus 4 over 3 equals 5. Because it's your whole numerator over that one denominator of 3, you actually want to multiply by 3 first this time. So I'm going to get rid of my denominator by multiplying both sides by 3. This will cancel out, and I'll be left with my x minus 4, and 5 times 3 is 15. And then I want to add 4, since that's the inverse operation from subtraction. Add 4 to both sides, and I get x equals 19.